10 minute, 1 minute, 10 seconds. My favorite, least favorite videos to do. You see, they're a lot of fun and it's interesting to think outside the box on what you can do in such short spaces of time. But on the other hand, it's stressful as all anything. It's so stressful trying to get everything finished within the allotted time frame. And I think today's video is going to be especially difficult because we're going to be building an entire base within the time frame. And it's not a regular base. It's a sky base. What on earth was I thinking? So the criteria for this flying base is that it has to have a bed, it has to have a crafting bench. That makes it a base, in my opinion. And then it also has to look like it's flying somehow. I can't just build a house in the sky and call it a flying base. It has to look like it's being propelled. Okay, am I ready? I think I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we need a 3x3 area. This is my bed, and that is my crafting bench. We need the fence post to go in. And then we need the balloons. Did I do it? Was that it? I don't know. That stressed me out so much. My brain hurts. I think I just about pulled it off by like a whisper, like the smallest whisper. But I gotta say, this actually looks quite cool. If you sleep in the bed, I mean, I don't know if... I think if you died, I don't know if you'd respawn back in the bed. I think all of the spawning locations have been taken up by fence posts and things, but we do have all of the criteria filled. We've got a crafting bench, we've got a bed, it is now a base, and then we also have some means of propulsion or something that is holding it up in the air, which is some balloons. And I gotta say, looking at it from down here, it looks quite cool, doesn't it? I'm a fan. Time for the 1 minute challenge. Now, I've said this almost every single time I've made one of these videos, but I feel like it's worth mentioning once again. The 1 minute challenge is more challenging than the 10-second challenge, because with the 10-second challenge, people are just surprised that you've managed to build something in such a small space of time. They're not really impressed by the build in the slightest. They're just like, that's quite cool that he's managed to do that. Whereas the 1 minute challenge, people actually want to see something interesting, but it's still only 1 minute. It's 6 times as much time. That's next to nothing. So with the excuses all fully preloaded, let's see what we can do, shall we? Right, we're going to follow a fairly similar block palette with this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I need this. We're going to need some redstone in this one here. This is going to be the first build of today's video that features some redstone, and already I am losing the ability to speak and think properly. Okay, so that's that. Alright, I'm thinking we do something like this. I'm thinking we have a stair, maybe going around like that. Nah, actually, I think stairs here. Does this look like a boat? I feel like this looks like a boat. I think we're doing quite well for time, actually, at the minute. So we've got fence posts going in, we've got a bed, we've got our crafting bench, and then we also have the thing that is keeping it afloat. Alright, okay. Considering we have so much time, maybe we could even build up a sail. Let's see if we can do that. Am I running out? Oh my goodness, I might actually run out of time because I decided to build a sail. No! I mean, there's certain things that I would have done slightly different. Does that look like a sail? I'm not sure. I wasn't really planning to do anything there, but then again... That is the funniest thing ever. That's actually, I think that worked out quite well. With that said, this is much nicer though. Smaller sail makes it look a billion times better, but still, not bad for 1 minute, especially an improvised 1 minute. So now I can finally relax. Sort of. I mean, that's really loud. Okay, I'm gonna go further away because I'm definitely not relaxing next to that thing. I can relax a little bit because the extreme time pressure is now off. Time for the 10-minute challenge, which is a little bit more chilled. But still, can I just say 10 minutes isn't that long to build something impressive, by the way. Like, that's a really short space of time. So once again, with my excuses preloaded, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, the propulsion system that I want to use for this is actually going to be fairly similar to, you know those Dyson fans? You know those fans that don't have any blades? They have like an open, it's like an open O shape, and then somehow air comes out of it. Well, I like to think that that is what is propelling this system. And I can promise you this is not an advert for Dyson fans. So this is the rough shape that we have right here, encased inside these blocks are the pistons, and then as you can see, I got bored of doing the alternating colours because the chances are I'm going to test it out and it's going to break and I'm going to have to rebuild them. Right, now we have to start linking up all of the redstone. which shouldn't actually be too difficult. All it requires is a redstone signal that cycles round, running into some blocks with some trapdoors attached, and that should be it. In fact, if we just give this a go... I mean, it's difficult to know if that's working, isn't it? It's very loud. Let's just start placing in the blocks and see exactly what happens. I don't really know why I went for these colours, but I think they do look quite cool. Except at the end, we actually have a double yellow, which is probably going to annoy a lot of you, but I don't have time to worry about it, so let's... I mean, it's not quite as fast as I was expecting. Does this look like it would keep... Does this look like it would keep things up? I don't know if that looks like it would keep things up. Having changed up the timings a little bit, that is a tiny bit more like it. Still not ridiculously fast, but come on, this is super futuristic, so we can imagine that this is somehow really powerful. With that being said, 2 seems like it would be slightly more realistic, I would say, but we are eating into a lot of our time here. Hopefully we don't finish up with just a pair of propellers and nothing else. Now, to really sell the fact that this is super futuristic, as you can see, we've used quartz slabs for the pillars in between each set of propellers, which I really like. This has gone from looking slightly industrial to actually looking like something from an alien planet. And that is exactly what I was going for here. And I was a tiny bit worried. I think it's the yellow and the black. Obviously, we don't have enough time to fix it up now, but the yellow and the black is very industrial. Everything does appear to be going to plan, though. And now we have 2 sets of nice piston feed tape circuits. This second one is now all done. All we have to do is get all of the blocks in place, which I have just done, and I've also just thought of something that I can do to change the block colors. I'm hoping I can do this really quite quickly. Replace yellow wool. Already looks better. Okay, let's do the black wool, and for that I would say that we use clay. Oh, yeah, that looks space age. Nice. Come on, we really need to work on the actual base. What am I doing? For that, I would say that we just need a layer of quartz, and then we're just going to surround it in glass. White glass, probably. I want it to look like an Apple store that's flying in the sky. That's kind of the logic that I'm taking here. So we could do something interesting with that. But for now, let's just get the outline in, because we are running low. Goodness me, glass planes are more difficult to place than anything in Minecraft. What on earth am I doing? I might actually have to swap over to glass blocks just to save some time. I have genuinely spent about a minute and a half doing all of those blocks. Okay, let's not take any time to look at it. Let's punch out the entrance, and I actually think we should do 2 floors in here, because we can, and I think it looks quite cool with that floating floor in the middle. But what on earth do I put on those both floors? I've barely got any time left. Obviously, a space-age storage system complete with these resources. Yep, that's it. I'm just going to use the things that I have in my inventory. Okay, let's go soul sand. I mean, I just want to have some form of cool elevator to get between the floors, but I don't even have time to do that. Except I think I do. I think I've just about got enough. Soul sand, water, and water. Okay, so that's the up. Then we need to do one on the opposite side for down. Oh, and then of course, it's not actually officially a base yet by my own definition, because it doesn't have a bed and a crafting bench, and they're floating beds. Okay, right, we need to do something like this. That's nice. I don't even know if you can sleep in this thing. And then we've got that, and then I suppose we need those blocks of spawning spaces, and we should probably get ourselves some lights up here, which I used end rods for. 2 seconds after the time ended, but, you know, I'll let that one slide. Everything is completed, our sky base is done, and it actually looks pretty cool, doesn't it? That actually looks quite cool, and of course that's without it switched on. Now that all the blocks are moving around... Yeah, alien spaceship. I think alien spaceship is the correct way to describe this thing, and it's gone smoothly. It has gone really smoothly. Not the most redstone focused build. In fact, this is probably one of the least redstoney builds that I've done in these 10-minute, 1-minute, 10-second challenge videos. But that's because these things were actually really redstone intensive. They took up quite a bit of time, and also, I mean, with sky bases, it's impossible to hide any of the redstone, so it all starts to look really ugly. So with all of that taken into account, I am really pleased with what we've ended up with here. And the thing that I like about this series is that it shows that you don't always need to invest hundreds upon hundreds of hours into projects to end up with a cool end result. I mean, as I say, this was a 10-minute challenge. I managed to build everything here within 10 minutes, and I would be proud to have this running on a server. I don't know if the server would be proud of me having it, as I imagine it would cause quite a bit of lag. This seems like quite an unnecessary amount of lag, but still, it's a nice idea, isn't it? Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya. Now, I gotta say, what's really entertaining about these 10-minute, 1-minute, 10-second videos is that you'd think they'd be some of the fastest videos to record on my channel. Nope. You have to find things and you have to think of ideas that will fit within those time frames. I can promise you that actually takes longer generally than just recording a normal Minecraft video. It's ridiculous. One.